So, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. It's official that I welcoming you obviously to this brand new stream. And it's a Tesla stream, okay? I know, guys, you missed those Tesla streams. We will have another one on next Sunday. So just in case you are new to that, make sure to freaking subscribe. And other than that, I really want to know, as always, in the comments and the live chat, where you are watching from. Okay, so we always have a lot of international audience all around the world, and there's no excuse right now to let me know where you are watching from. Let me just here put on to see what you guys are writing. We have a lot of people here already. We have people from our member FH Finance from Germany, then Nasir. We have people from Las Vegas, our member from Ronnie, Ronnie. Then we have people from Mexico City, Frankfurt, and Exeter, our member Jack Basford, New Mexico, and Germany as well. So thank you very much for tuning in, and let me show you what we will dive into it today. Okay, so first of all, let me show you today's agenda, which is actually the following. We will quickly welcome brand new members. As you might know, you can become member, and depending on which tier you choose, you can be part of the the most amazing community out there, which is the Wolf of Dubai membership. Okay, so there is 3 different tiers. With the Real Wolf tier, you get access to our brilliant community, our Discord chat. Then you have the Ultimate Wolf, which is here, where you have I have this obviously very, very top-notch microphone where I just tip and everything goes silent. So here the Ultimate Wolf is even the 101 with me. So you can chat with me about your portfolio, about your trade. I will be your mentor. So super, super much value. Now let's talk about the market first, right? Because the market is quite interesting, and I want to show you something that now is meanwhile in the main media, but I said it many times. If you're following me, then you know that I said this, that we will have an end year rally. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look into the market. So S&P 500 up 80 points or 0.80 points, Dow Jones 0.43 points, and Nasdaq 0.5 points. So everything looked very much positive. And let's have a look where Tesla actually closed. I think there were a few percentage up, and I think then we almost closed neutral. And on the news that we have soon the earnings a little bit up 0.5 percentage point, right? After hours. So this is the case with Tesla. As you might know, I'm back into Tesla since Battery Day, because I thought that it's absolutely ridiculous that the Tesla is trading so low and I think this was a great opportunity. I think I started to get into Tesla here just after Battery Day, and then, bought here in the weakness, and, since then enjoying a little bit of profit. Now, you would know this if you are in my Discord channel, so think about it if you want to join. Now, the stock market news is primary, saying the stocks look to be setting up for a year-end rally despite election worries and lack of stimulus. So something that I'm saying for a little bit of time, because the setup is unbelievable, right? Brrr, yes. The money is coming into the overall market. If something goes wrong, if we have a huge hit in the economy that is not, visible right now, then definitely this guy will bail us out. And, but let's talk about other topics, which is our members. So Neil Jones just joined the Ultimate Wolf. Thank you very much. And I see you on the other side, because the grass is greener on the other side, as you might know. Then we have some brand new news that still, even after Trump said they should stop the stimulus talks, there is still some stimulus talks going on. Okay, so we have here some Twitter news that today at 4:17 p.m. the speaker held a call with chairs with Steve Mnuchin, then to discuss how restaurants, small stages, and other small businesses can gain better access to capital, as well as SBA can more adequately assist small businesses. So, something is going on still. Even, many people are wondering now, was this the end? Was this the end of stimulus talks? And obviously not, right? I mean, how can a nation not help those people? Of course they will, guys, okay? So there's a lot of noise on the market, which you need to always select what you read between the lines, right? So I think, this is very important to understand that we have a couple of talks still going on, and that there will be some agreement. And now I think we have even a better setup. Okay, like the lighting setup here, just in case you're wondering why my setup is red today, because we had the green market. Usually, this is according to the market, the color of the studio, but obviously we are in a Tesla stream, so we are in the corporate red of Tesla, obviously. Now, so as actually, the market now expect a little bit less from the stimulus. So any good news that is coming now through for stimulus will be absolutely very positive for the market. Even, it will be like a leveraged, positive news for what is going on. So I think that's pretty much very interesting. And before we diving into the Q3 and Q2 talks, and why I think Elon Musk will pretty much dance on the Q3 numbers, like here in this video. Let's have a look what we having here going on in the chat right now. So we have people from Birmingham, that's somewhere in the UK if I'm not missing, California. What else do we have? Pelosi will never give a stimulus to after November 3rd. Yeah, I'm not into politics, as you know, so I'm really wondering what is going on, or what will go on when we really get a kind of a deal, or small deals, right? The media is always concentrating on a big deal. Let's bail everything out. But actually, what can also happen, it's not always black and white. There's also gray, dark gray, light gray. So there's also small stimulus deals that can happen, obviously. And we have people from Illinois as well. So I think, we need to concentrate now on the bits and pieces of positive news that we are getting from the US government, right? People from Israel as well. So let's have a look into what Tesla actually announced. So Tesla announced date for third quarter 2020 financial results and webcast. So first of all, I want to tell you something, guys. If you want to be a badass investor, then I really want to give you one of the tips that are really helping, okay? Listen. If you're investing in a company, listen to those earnings calls, because those earnings calls are so really important, and you see the tone that people are saying in those calls. And I think that this is super, super important to understand where the company's vision is going if something fundamentally changes. So because I'm someone that looking for the next 10x stock with a lot of unknown in the market, but as soon as I see or hear in the earnings calls that something goes, fundamentally into the direction that I think it's not sustainable, then I'm more faster out than I went in. Okay, so just to understand that it's always, being on the top notch of news when it comes to 10x investments, right? And if you liked it so far, make sure to thumb up. If someone asks, no, that's not me when I was young, even though there's a lot of similarities. But this would be appreciated if you thumb up, and always make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. Wolf of Dubai Danny, very, very easy to remember. You can do it actually right now. Just go beside you are hearing my voice. I will guide you through the upcoming things that you need to know for the Q3 of Tesla. And I think that what we really need to look into when it comes to Tesla earnings are a couple of things. Now, first of all, the date. Let's talk about the date real quick. So usually this is something that I recognize since I'm following Tesla now for, longer than, I don't know, maybe 5 years or so on. I discovered when there is a really good quarter, they try to push the earnings call as soon as possible. Okay, this is something that many people on YouTube don't preach or tell you, because maybe they don't know or don't look into those details. But it was, the first profitable quarter. I remember it was just as soon as, the quarter ended, they wanted to make this call and earnings. So also in this case, we have now the 9th of, at least here in Dubai, we have now 1:20 a.m. We have now the 9th of October. So just, 12 days from now, we will hear the earnings. And it was a pretty record quarter, right? I mean, we had 139,000, I think, and 400 cars rolling out to customers, and a little bit more produced. I think the production number was somewhere around 146. Why there was more cars produced than delivered? Because you have obviously some constraints in logistics as well. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is very important when it comes to Tesla to know about those details. And let's have a look how last quarter was, okay? But before that, I actually wanted to have a sip of water, so bear with me 1 second.
6.5 hours later.
So, and that's not a sponsored advertising for water. Just in Dubai, you really need to stay hydrated. It's really hot outside. We have like 35 degrees even by night, It's just really warm. But we have summer all the year, so it's never a problem what you want to wear, right? It's always t-shirt or tank top. So let's have a look into the Q2 numbers, what was presented. So first of all, the earnings absolutely blowed everyone away. It's always the same about earnings. What is expected and what will be delivered. Okay, so first of all, you need to understand that if the expectations are high, that's not so good going into the earnings, right? So let's see what closer to the date really to see what will be the total estimations, the whispers numbers, right, for the earnings. This is very important. And as you can see, the earnings blew everyone away. The revenue was pretty almost $1 billion more than expected, and the net income was positive. And people are saying, wow, they just were positive because they had this regulatory credits. And I agree, it's definitely a part of the revenue, but 5, 4, whatever the number is, billions were made with their usual business, guys. Okay, this company will make maybe probably close to $30 billion in revenue, and it's not only credits. Okay, so think about that if someone argues with you one day about those regulatory credits. This is very important to understand when you are investor in Tesla. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you are investing into the Danny needs a water sponsor. Exactly. Let me know in the comments if you are investing into Tesla or you don't, and if not, why. Okay. There's DRK is our regular. He's saying he never sell. This is one of the stocks that you actually can really hold pretty much forever, I guess. It's a forever hold stock in my personal opinion, same like it was with Apple or Amazon. As soon as the fundamental story doesn't change, and that's why you have to really pay close attention to your investments, and therefore have rather 5 stocks that every briefing, every interview, anything that it's coming out of the mouth of the people out there, that's really important. By the management, what the management is saying in interviews and in videos and podcasts, try to find as much as information as possible, because only then you can make really pretty nice returns. Okay, now to understand what is important in the Q3, let's have a look in their very beautiful designed presentations in the Q2. All right, so the presentation format actually changed when Zach Kirkhorn, the new CFO, went on the top of the position. The last CFO went into retirement, and then Zach came to this position. And since Zach is on the top of the financial head as a Tesla person, then you had this beautiful designed presentation. I like them very much, to be honest. So let's have a look. So one of the most important parts, and this is also an argument when you think that Tesla is overvalued, is actually the positive cash flow. Okay, so they have a cash in the bank which is $8.6 billion. Now, when companies don't make profit, there could be thousands of reasons, right? Because they investing so much into the infrastructure, they invest or purchase some technologies or patents or whatsoever. They are scaling, they are growing, which is fantastic, obviously. But what is really important for a company that is steadily growing is that they are producing positive cash flow. And this is the case in Tesla. And this is why they are actually selling the product to customers and getting the money from the customers. And they are paying just 2 months later the amount to the supplier. What then happens is something that Amazon made for years, for decades, really, really successful. This positive cash flow is absolutely, running and building a huge cash position in which the company can make a lot of things, grow potentially very, very much. And this is obviously, very, very positive. Now, then we had this 104 million GAAP net income, which was great. Then they had, therefore 4 quarters of sequential profitability, which actually qualified them for inclusion of the S&P 500, which unfortunately didn't happen so far, but seems to be only a matter of time. Okay, so moreover, let's have a look. What I will definitely look forward is the revenues, obviously, the growth of the revenues. And now you might see a year-over-year decline of revenues. Now you have to understand the following. First, the ramp up of Model Y, and secondly, we had one of the biggest health crises, and this is pretty damn good, guys. Okay, just 4%, even when the factory was closed, for a long time. So those are amazing numbers. I don't want to know how those numbers will be on the Q3. I guess definitely double digit growth year over year compared to Q3 in 2019. Then operative expenses will be also interesting here. Here obviously it went down because they had also closures, so they could send back some workers that are temporarily working for Teslas on Teslas. Moreover, what will be important, the cash and cash equivalent raise right here. Now we had a huge position, obviously, because they raised some capital. They raised again some capital, as you might remember, just as close they were to $500 as the new stock price. And that's the pretty much the main things that I'm looking into financial side. On the other side, obviously, it will be very interesting how the production of the Model 3 and Y is, increasing, right, year over year, because this will be showing us how well and effective those gigafactories in Shanghai as well as in the US perform. So this is a very, very important number. Obviously the deliveries then as well, as we know already. What else is important? Superchargers increasement is also very important, because it's basically the infrastructure that Tesla is building, which they started very, very early on, which is very important. And moreover, they have always this nice updates of the actual gigafactories with, showing us where the next new US factory is in development, in construction, how Berlin is going on. Then we are going into the autopilot, which I think I have read the news today that we are just 1 month away for the new release of the autopilot, which should be revolutionary. Okay, so this is also very, very crucial. And the energy business obviously as well. Further than that, we have always this pretty photos of how it looks inside the machine that building the machine. That's obviously also quite fun always. Here we see the gigafactory in Berlin or Brandenburg, right? Which will be built. This is how it will look like, which is such a beauty, such a revolutionary factory. Elon Musk said that the new battery technology will be developed and produced there first, as like a pilot product, and then roll out 2 years later in all the other factories. And other than that, there's just the financials, which I will not bore you with. So let's have a look into the chat. Okay, I want to know what you are thinking about. And then the question is, always, well, do you think Tesla will be profitable in this quarter? And obviously, yes. Okay, so that's not a question for me anymore after such a success into the overall quarters that they released so far in 2020. And I just have to open the chat here so I see what you guys are interested in. So what else? Let me have a look. Questions always fun. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Let me know, as always, where you are watching from. It's always super, super fun to see where you are watching from, okay? So, Hugo is saying, yes, my biggest position is Tesla, space, and Facebook. Yeah, I think, for many viewers out there, we are having Canada as well here. We're having Ben from Ochsners Hospital. I hope you're doing better, Ben. I hope this stream enlightens your day a little bit at the hospital. So then we have people holding Beyond Meat, stimulus talks as well. We have people from Slovenia, Nigeria, Mexico, Budapest, and the UK. Let me see. So how much do you think they will make this year? I guess this is a question for how many cars. And I think, I will be surprised if they cannot crack the 500,000. This would be such a proof of concept and one of the biggest bull arguments to show, they had, or we all had, the craziest health crisis ever. And then still we can, reach those goals. This is, showing that whoever saying that Tesla cannot succeed anymore, can go and bury themselves, for a long time. Then we have people from Hawaii, Wales, people loving the stream. I love you too, Ben. So Birmingham, Atlanta as well, Boston. What else? Any questions? There's people with Tesla, the second biggest position. What is your number one position? Let me know. ARK Invest is also obviously a big believer into Tesla, and I think this is one of the best ETFs out there. So if you are in the search of a very good ETF, in the same mindset that we are here on this channel to find the next innovators, then ARK Invest, Katie Wood, is making a tremendous job, right? And if you think I made a tremendous job, then make sure to thumb up this live stream and follow me on Instagram, Wolf of Dubai Danny. Last chance. Make sure to do it right now. And I really enjoyed the stream because Tesla was from the very beginning one of my biggest loves, biggest position, biggest reward, I was so happy to share it with you guys from the very beginning when I started this channel in 2019. And now we are more than, or almost close to 20,000 wolves out there around the world. This makes me really happy. So I see you tomorrow. If you want to have more content, I made a space vlog, Virgin Galactic. Check it out. Why I think it should be a $50 stock. It's now at 22, and long term I think this is one of a 10 bagger. Okay, so thank you very much. Have a great day or evening, and I will go sleep now. So see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and stay healthy and safe.